Hello and welcome to Jujutsu Kai Quest. I'm Jim,
I'm Sam.
and this is our episode by episode Jujutsu Kaisen review discussion podcast. What episode are we talking about today, Sam?
Episode 18, Sage.
Sage.
Yes.
So, this was a pretty good one.
Yes, wasn't any Maki in it, really, but it was so good.
There's certainly a lack of Maki. I mean, you can only have so much Maki at once.
We always use more Maki. We should be asking where's Maki in this.
And I am. So I'd actually forgotten that Megumi was like paired off to fight someone because there were so many other fights that were happening.
Everybody was paired off, or everybody just kind of took someone and just fucked. The only one that was really paired off, like person-wise, was Yuji.
Yuji and Toto, and then like we had Noburo and Momo. Like
I know they're paired off now, but I don't think they were planned.
Yeah, everything was like played by ear basically.
Yeah,
but we have
Megumi's like in like a random building in like the arena, essentially fighting. What's his name?
Oh no, I forget his name. So he's not from the same clan. He's from a different
Noritoshi
clan.
is his name.
Noritoshi, who he's from the what is it, like Toda clan? Or was like I remember it being 4 letters.
Something like that. Well, we'll get there when I get to the through the notes I had on here.
All right.
So they're fighting. We kind of get an idea that he had like a blood. He had like arrows. He had like blood on the arrows that are like the way he controls them because he's a blood bender.
Basically, that's basically what it is. Yeah.
Anything with his blood on it, he can basically control or just control blood in general.
So, and he explains that he's using these blood arrows as like homing arrows, basically.
Yes.
And he explains that he like put the blood in them beforehand. So
yeah, he prepped the arrows.
So it's not like he's like cutting himself and like
actively
dripping blood into it. Yeah. Because Megumi makes a joke about him getting like anemia or something.
Yeah, and right now his dogs are all doing something else, which we'll get to. But
I like that they set that little thing up.
Yes,
it made me thinking.
So he says, yeah, because he's gonna collapse from blood loss, but the arrows are pre-prepared. But then he recognizes he's connected to one of the big 3 sorcerer families, and Megumi inherited the 10 shadow techniques. It's called of the Zenin family,
which is the same clan as Megumi and Maki.
The clans are big,
I believe, but it's good to know like what the characters' relations are because. I don't know. It's kind of weird to me, like going into the series, like because Yuji is our like introduction to the sorcery thing,
sorcery world.
So getting told like later about like these like long-standing clans is kind of like interesting.
Yeah, and Noritoshi has blood mutation from the Camo family, and as kind of learned from the brief flashbacks that like his father kind of had an affair with like a woman and had him, but he was the only child to show that like the inherited ability. Because I think they mentioned in the Maki episode where like the special abilities of the clans are hereditary. So like it's
which is crazy. That is something that I was like honestly surprised at.
Yes.
So yeah, he's a bastard basically.
Yes.
His mom is not.
Only taking it because he has the power.
Yeah. Which is like that says a lot about that society. That's like really ruthless. Because even if you're the firstborn son, you're still like fucking shit on.
Yeah. So he also like, when he uses like his close range power, he opens up his eye finally to like have like blood around it. He can basically control like everything about blood.
This guy is like the ultimate anime edgelord. Like the thing that he opens his one eye and then the bloody like cracks around his eye. It's very edgelordy. I love it.
Yes. Like Megumi just like goes through his tonfas is trying to because his CQC is so fucking good.
And he's able to hold out pretty good, but the guy is so quick because he's blood doping.
Yeah.
He's freaking doping.
He's blood doping.
He's blood doping with his own blood. Which honestly, like...
So yeah, he's able to manipulate all properties of his blood to increase his physical attributes. Yeah, that Megumi compares it to the doping. But yeah, I thought it hilarious. Like, oh wow, he's taking like fucking steroids essentially.
Well, have you ever heard the term blood doping? Like, are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
Because like...
It's just like the equivalent though. Just like he uses like... jack himself up.
So he's basically just because from my understanding of blood doping is basically like you're getting like highly oxygenated blood. So I guess he's just able to oxygenate his blood like really quickly.
I guess like, he control over it or
sure. But it made him like super speed. Like
it broke his wooden tonfas like a punch.
This character is very strong.
Yes.
And then
there's definitely going to be a downside to the doping because I'm not sure what the actual like, after effects of going through
of blood doping.
Yes.
I don't know if there really are. I mean, exhaustion is going to be something, but that's because the reason why like athletes would blood dope is because it would give them like more stamina to keep going.
Okay.
But so I would assume that the exhaustion after that would probably be pretty intense.
That's usually the go-to counter effect to most abilities in this show.
Yeah.
So if we cut back to what's her name, Kasumi, Miwa, or whatever you want to call her.
Miwa, yes.
She's just sitting there like frozen, like I don't know what to do. I don't have my sword. I'm useless. And she calls the phone because she got Mekamaru was calling. She's like useless,
useless Miwa. Yeah.
Useless Miwa here, and then she gets put to sleep. Like so, I didn't know his voice could work from like via
over
phone.
The phone.
So strong.
Imagine if he went on television.
He had a television or a PA system, like in like an area.
Literally, if he went on TV, he could like tell everyone just kill yourself. He could just say the words "kill yourself." He could become a mass murderer in seconds. This character is overpowered.
I mean, to the ones that don't have their ear or over on, so
your earplugs in.
So and see that was freaking really cool. And because like he also found the phone because the dog brought it to him, which is really cool. A nice little Yeah,
I like that they explain that. And it's funny because I think the arm is still on there too, or like the dog brings like a wooden arm too.
Yes.
From Mekamaru's wooden torso.
Yes, and then we cut back to the teachers a little bit. And then we also cut back to Mojito just sitting there with like this weird like blacksmith guy who looks like he's got a job to someone, which he's got a job to the principal, obviously.
Whenever you see like the
a character with no actual like appearance
when the returning bad guys have a new friend, it's oftentimes a character that was not going to stick around,
and their design is nowhere on their levels of those guys.
He does look extremely boring.
He's the blacksmith that an isekai character meets.
Who is he? He can't be a curse, right? He's got to be like a sorcerer, right?
Curse Juzo apparently is his...
So he is a curse.
Wait, yeah. Because Haname is the wood curse.
Okay.
And then, apparently his name is Juzo, but he's going to die very quickly, so fuck his...
His name was Juzo.
His name was Juzo.
Until he died.
Until he died by, like, not Netero.
Yeah, with his guitar. Which also, very surprised at the guitar reveal.
Yeah,
because
just like the OP. The OP did it before, too, where, like, little things you thought were just like, that's a funny little OP quirk, but no, it's a real thing.
That was, like, one of the few times I've been, like, 100% surprised by an OP. Just because, like, you often see, like, little things like that. Like, especially because OPs are musical.
Yes.
And mostly rock music. Like, you always see, like, something epic like a guitar in it, but that's really good. I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, but he cuts back to Noritoshi and Megumi. They kind of go in, like, the backstory of, like, I can't be weak kind of thing, or, like, I gotta protect my mama. But then Megumi really shows off his new animal, though, which is really cool. The elephant.
This is really
and
sick.
It shoots water.
He blows so much water.
Just like Donkey Kong Country 3, where your elephant buddy could suck in water and shoot it out.
Just like DK3.
DK
Country 3, so...
The worst one.
We also... I do like this little speech by Megumi here, because, like... I said Megumi again. Megumi.
I mean, when you see Miwa, who's just a useless Aqua in the midst of being useless...
My brain is being reprogrammed. No, but so...
Jujutsu Kaisen's just shonen Konosuba.
How dare you say such things? I really like how they are giving Megumi like character here. Like he has this little speech where he's. It's
been a while since we actually got to be with him like this. So
he's talking about basically how he has no connection to the clan anymore. He's like his own free agent. It's really cool too because he says something about like I don't really trust anyone. Like I only really trust like my own conscience. That's the only thing I can put faith in.
Because even when he eventually Toshi's like oh he's like I'm gonna go kill Yuji. Like what the principal put you up to? It's like no I'm gonna do it by myself. But he knows like shit's going on behind the scenes.
Megumi is one of those characters like I'm just begging to see more of because ever since like episode 2.
Also the villains have like
this character's interesting.
Yeah, and the villains have their eyes on him because he has some kind of mysterious potential of some evil thing or some shadow thing because I don't most likely some kind of secret power inside of him.
Because when I first saw Megumi, I was like, is he just Sasuke? He's going to be Sasuke.
No, he's not. Thank God.
But like immediately it was evident that there was more to this character than just like the edgy like
my family's
protagonist friend.
He didn't end up like maybe my family's all wiped out or my clan's wiped out. He was trying to get to like me and you aren't so different.
I love. Okay, so yeah, what's his Noritoshi? Noritoshi keeps saying like, "Oh, we're not so different," and then he's like,
"No,
we are. We
no,
are
save
different."
that shit for Maki.
Yeah, literally. I love that he says that.
So good.
Megami, I really just please show me more Megami. I'm so interested. His power is also sick too.
Yeah, he just wants to save others, man. That's all he wants to do. He doesn't want to care about the stupid like edginess.
It's cool. I really respect a character that just is like, fuck this clan system. It's really dumb.
As we learned from the episode before, the clan system's kind of fucked. The families seem to be all fucked. So
very like regressive, like conservative. Just like don't care. They just don't really care about like changing their practices for like the modern era.
Yeah. So like you have Maki wanting to change that, and Megumi might want to change that too for whatever his clan is.
Mm-hmm. They even dress conservatively too. They dress like ancient or like the sort of throwback Japan.
Yeah, I said even though when Maki was going to leave the clan, the guy with like the guy she told that she was leaving was like the big buff guy with all the alcohol.
The big alcohol swig. Yeah.
Yeah, the gourd.
Gourd.
So yeah, right before their big epic punch, that's when the tree comes in because Toga's running away from him because he sees him in the forest a little bit, but he tells him to run away.
I really love this scene too because like this is like the climax of their fight. Like they are at a point where they're like, oh my god, we're going full power. Did you say the blood bag thing?
Yeah, the blood bag thing is really cool.
Noritoshi like has these like blood bags in his thing.
They just explode.
He just throws that
of his own blood, like, presumably his own blood that he kind of gets prepped in bags.
But it's cool because the one he does like a binding because like Megami's bird like attacks.
Yeah,
and he throws like one of them and makes like a blood binding string.
Yeah, he also does it against. He makes like little like, I guess like chakrams, blood chakrams. Yeah. So yeah, basically they have to run away with Toga against the giant wood person because and at the same time the teachers are going, okay, shit's happening. There's a veil approaching. The teachers couldn't make it, but they make it to the entrance of the veil that the bald guy makes up, Juzo, whatever his name is. And it's like, okay, it's a veil that only anybody can pass through except for Gojo, which is hilarious.
And it's very interesting. I like this, like the fact that the condition is so specific seems to give it a lot of power.
Yes.
Very much like Hunter x Hunter, like how the power system is based on like using conditions to like
Gojo like actually he's like, what the fuck is this? It's probably the first time he really felt pain and like
it is really funny. Like his reaction is pretty genuine. And like Gojo's whole like attitude is very playful in this whole episode, even though he's like in this position of like, oh shit, something's going down.
Something's going down. The veil is up. There's something that's going on in here. We don't want the students to fucking die.
So my thought is like, what is the bad guys' plan? Because it seemed like the bad guys were planning to isolate Gojo. So I'm wondering if they're trying to lure everybody into the veil.
All the teachers in there,
and then like, the only teachers that strike him.
Mei is back there observing and everything.
Because she went in too, right? Mei's the Inuyasha character, right?
No, she's the teacher with the braid over her face.
Okay, wait, so we have a Mei and we have a Mei.
Mei is
Mei was the one with the Inuyasha clothes on. I was gonna say she's like the Shrine Maiden girl. No, wait, her name's Utahime.
Sure. So Taru also
There's too many fucking characters. Every episode they introduce like 3 more characters.
Scarface teacher goes in there with the principal Gaku Ganji. And basically, the fucking ugly blacksmith-looking guy comes in like, I want to kill the woman because her bones can be used for making stuff. Obviously, like not character evil guy stuff.
Yeah.
And the principal's like, leave Jiren to me, leave Juzo to me, and takes out a fucking guitar because he was carrying around a briefcase, which I fucking love. Is how wacky that is, and like such like a not. I mean, he had all the piercings, so I guess he is a punk like rocker.
I am like on the fence of it. I need to see how this concludes because like I'm kind of, it is kind of cringe that he's like an epic rocker dude, but at the same time it was such a genuine surprise that he had
the piercings. He is like a fucking punk rocker like kind of look.
I guess so. I mean, I wouldn't say he has a punk rocker look.
I mean, he's an old man. What do you expect?
Well, he can still look like a punk if you got the olditis.
So basically know that the Earth, basically the Earth one's wants to kill all the humans because he wants to protect the Earth. I'm not sure at least it's more of a female going by the end of the little gag at the end of the episode. It had a female voice actor, which is everything.
I'm actually not too sure. It sounds like it's definitely a very feminine voice, but I think the voice actor might be male.
I felt like they're going for like a Mother Nature thing.
That's what I was thinking.
But yeah, so basically it just ends with like
what's the character's name?
I'm
afraid of spoiler.
Hanami.
That's what the
the Earth thing.
I want to look up
Earth curse,
Seiyu.
I guess. But yeah, and it basically ends saying, "I'm going to kill the sorcerers, and you're going to become sages for the Earth," and that's where it ends. And then we get the little gag at the end of like the high school drama slice of life with Mojito as a schoolgirl and Haname with like the Krakatoa volcano dude also as like the love interest, I guess. It was really weird. It was probably the weirdest ending, like gag thing I've seen yet.
It was really weird. Okay, so it is a man that voice acts this character.
I feel like a very feminine like voice. Maybe it's the filter they put on it because there is a filter for it. 'Cause it does speak backwards.
Yeah, and so we have this moment too where like it does learn how to speak. It learns how to like tell people.
It speaks backwards still. It's just in your head you understand it, and then they just said, "Oh, okay, we're just gonna translate it so you don't have to keep doing this fucking backwards
Thank God.
work."
Because yeah, every time it would come on screen, I'd pause it so that we could read it.
Yeah, I mean, I like that though. But
yeah, I thought it was really, really interesting. It was really cool that Crunchyroll like actually like committed to it and
committed to the bit.
Committed to it.
Or
so
yeah,
I do want to talk about the ending scene, the schoolgirl thing. Seeing Mojito as a girl,
like I said, he's able to manipulate his own body that he can probably be whatever gender he wants to be.
So this explains a lot now to me because this is
why he survived his arc so they could just do this gag.
No. So I remember seeing this image of Mojito in a schoolgirl outfit like forever ago. Like,
really?
Before I started watching the show. So I was like, oh, is this like... Because you know me, I love me a Frankenstein girl. And I was like, who is this character? Who is this girl?
It's like when I saw Stanley in Dr. Stone. The week that Stanley debuted, they were like, who the fuck is this hot girl in leather despite like tight like spandex?
Yeah. But so I thought that's really funny.
They took your Frankenstein girl aesthetic and soiled it.
They soiled it, and they made a strange gag about. It was weird, and it was just a really funny little like after credits. Like, what's the name? Jogo. Jogo is the volcano guy.
Sure.
He's kind of like a sort of like bad boy. What's the word? Like a
the
delinquent kid. And then they have this like fake little romance thing between.
So weird.
So the fucking like thing they fixate on is like, so she or I'm saying she, I'm talking about the Mother Nature goes back into, I guess they have like fields where kids can grow, students can grow crops on campus.
Yeah,
and
Haru
it's all burned up. What?
Haru has that in Persona 5, which is a little garden on the roof. True.
I like that hers is on the roof though. I think that's really clever.
Yeah.
Whatever. But so she's like, oh, these crops are slash and burn. And then this is like Jogo, I guess, is the one that's burning them.
Sure. Which... I thought it was dumb.
It's so stupid.
Very.
And so confused as why they. I mean, it's not really funny. I wouldn't call it funny. I would just call it like interesting. Like I'm intrigued.
There's funny like the last episode we had the whole like cup ramen one, which I kind of like. Even though I found it weird to be cup ramen with like milk in it.
Yeah, that's not too weird to me. It is strange, but it's not the weirdest
thing. The gag was at the end of that one that you're gonna literally be shitting yourself in the morning.
Yeah. You pay for it tomorrow.
Milk, peppers, and seafood ramen. You're gonna be shitting in the morning. Have fun with that, Miwa.
I'm requesting fan art of Miwa shitting.
No, please.
Just kidding.
Don't do that.
Just kidding. Don't actually. I'm joking.
Hey man, the day someone makes fucking a fan art suggestion from this fucking podcast will be the day I fucking die.
All right, I guess that's really it. This will be a quick one.
Yeah, it's a quick one.
I want to go back and watch more.
Yeah, we have a couple episodes left, so I'm excited to see where it goes. How quickly they resolve if they actually kill this member of the bad guy team.
I really like this idea that like everybody who was at each other's throats 1 second ago now has to team up.
Because Megumi knows how much like out of the league they are with this one compared to what happened to the last one. Because Gojo told them about the first one. This one most likely has a domain. We cannot fuck around with this.
Yeah, very interested. I still don't really like the whole domain system.
We haven't seen much of it though. We only seen 3.
I think so.
I don't count Miwa because Miwa is like a very simple, like really simple, like close range one. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw Gojo, we saw Mojitos, and we saw Volcano. Jogo.
Jugo.
It really fucks me up. The one character's name Gojo,
There's too many.
the other's name
The thing about Shonen,
Jogo.
man, too many fucking names. Like, hey, man, can you name every fucking side character in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
No.
Every member of Mustang's crew?
No. I could not.
Can you name every character on Attack on Titan?
I remember King Fuhrer Bradley. Oh, and Attack on Titan? Okay. What do you mean by every character?
Every side character that befriends Eren and the crew at any point.
Attack on Titan basically just has, like, every couple episodes, there's, like, 2 new characters that exist to die in 3 episodes. Like, that's just how the series has always worked.
Like, I can remember a decent chunk of the Naruto characters, but, like, when they get to later on, like, when the characters just fucking pop up at it, like, toward, like, the end of it, like, I'm like, I can't even.
No.
Like, and even Dragon Ball Z, when, like, then the, like, Super, I can't remember fucking half the characters, so the shot pop up in the Tournament of Power.
Did you watch Super?
I didn't really watch Super. I just basically like kept up on it and like different things, like just people just talking about it.
Okay, I mean that makes sense that you wouldn't know. I feel like when you watch something,
I have no real interest in Super, other than maybe the Broly movie.
That's fine. I do still want to see that Broly movie.
Yeah,
one day I'll watch it.
It's like I kind of keep up with like some news about it, but I'm not like super interested. Like, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's just like there's a lot of characters, man. Especially like in this
one. The
fact
that they keep introducing more
and characters.
Too much.
Not like like the villain, like Mojito didn't die, so I can't just forget about his name.
I know. Well, I would never forget
the one teacher named Mei Mei. I had to look up there, literally learn her name because like she just popped up in that episode.
Yeah. The fact that Mojito is never going to go away is funny.
Not yet, anyway.
He is just Mojito.
I guess Yuji's going to have to get his revenge on him when he could have just had his revenge on him in the fucking first place.
I love the idea that someone is listening to the show and every time they hear say Mojito, like, his name's Mojito. It's Mojito. It's not Mojito. I love that. I love that we're annoying this person.
Because I did address that. We know. We just love calling him Mojito.
His name is Mojito.
We saw him on the beach.
He is Mojito now.
We saw him on the beach. If you had to assume he's going to be drinking a mojito because his name is Mojito.
I mean, honestly, we missed a scene of him in a bikini. He should have had a bikini on.
He should have had a bikini. Yeah, bikini mojito, and then we'll call him by his name.
I feel like this is just the writer's way of getting a lot of people to draw like cross fan art of like femme
Rule 63.
Yeah, femme mojito. Like look, we drew Mojito as a sexy high school girl. Please draw more.
Please draw
Miwa shitting also.
Yeah, that's why you had that gag there. That's the cover of Shonen Jump right there. Just fucking Miwa on the toilet.
Yeah, we don't need to see the poop. We just need to see
like
we need to see her
like Nekomaru on as the camera, like busting into the fucking door with the recording her shitting herself. This fucking podcast has derailed. So
all right,
I'm glad I'm gonna forget about this in 2 months, and then you're gonna send me a comment about us talking about Miwa shitting herself. I'm like, oh yeah, we talked about that.
All right, do plugs.
First you have to say toilet paper. Me have to plug up.
Shut the fuck up.
Thank you very much for listening. I'm assuming you gave up listening after we talked about Miwa shitting herself, but
it's slowly turned from Miwa shitting to Miwa shitting herself. I don't know when this changed.
Hey, I brought this in. I don't know how the toilet situation works in that school, man. Judging by how everybody is, I'm assuming it's going to go poorly.
The toilets are all cursed.
Mai's gonna be using the bathroom and never wanting to leave, even though she has to go to the bathroom because every girl hates each other there except for like Mai and Momo.
It's true.
So thank you all for listening. I hope to God you're not listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You can listen to any of our other podcasts, including Crusading Through Part 3 and any other the miscellaneous stuff we have done on this. You can join the Discord. You can follow me and Jim on Twitter or the podcast in general.
Follow me at Twitter. I'm at King Protus. You can follow the podcast as at Jokakaka Podcast.
Yeah, and you can also check out like Jim live stream every so often as well. You'd be cool to check one of those out.
I certainly do occasionally live stream.
I think that's everything, and we'll see you on episode 19.
See you in a week.
Jujutsu Kaisen Wednesday.